In the previous video, we already finished the classification of metal, non-metals, and in the element group. And now let's move to the compound side. And we also will finish the mixture in this video. So we already know compound is a pure substance and composed of two or more elements which combine chemically in definite proportions. Like if you want to put some hydrogen gas, oxygen gas mixed together, and they are not a compound unless they are react and combined chemically into H2O, then this is water. And only when the ratio is 2 to 1 and you will be a water. And that called chemical H2O, that everybody knows H2O, that called chemical formula. Okay, and we also know a compound can be broken down into simpler substance, but element cannot, right? So, an example I already give to you is H2O, water, can be broken down into hydrogen gas and oxygen go through a chemical process or chemical reaction called electrolysis. Basically, I pass through, this is water, so this is water here, and I pass current into water, and water will break the electricity will break water into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Your lab instructor gonna do a demo for this experiment in the lab. And okay, so far we finished the left side of the map. Let's go to the right side. We will focus on mixture, which is another branch of matter. And we already learned element, we already learned compound. Both of them belong to pure groups, pure substance group. Here, element, compound, they both belong to pure substance group. And here we will talk about mixture. And if we put two elements mixed together, we're gonna make a mixture. If we put two compounds together, we're also gonna make a mixture. Like if I put a hydrogen and oxygen gas together, I mix them together, but no chemical reaction, just a mixture of two gas, then I'm still a mixture. But if you chemical react them, and then you're gonna make water. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to make a compound. I just want them to stay alone by themselves. And then I can also put water into sodium chloride into water. This is a compound. This is a compound. So if I mix them together, I make a mixture. So element cannot be further broken down into simpler substance, no matter what. So compound can be broken down by chemical process, like electrolysis. And a mixture can be broken down by physical process. So the requirement is get lower, lower, lower. No, anyway. Okay, chemical, okay. And then even don't need a chemical, physical process is okay. So that is mixture. For example, if I have some salt water in a cup, I have sodium chloride, I have water. So how can I separate them? When I mix them, I mix mixture. But how can I separate them? And I can simply heat this up. And water gonna evaporate. And then I will have the white residue left, which is my table salt. And this process called evaporation, and it is a physical process. And actually, this evaporation process has been used in the manufacture to produce table salt. They basically put seawater into a big reservoir and then let the sunlight heat up the seawater and evaporate the water and have salt left. Definitely they will go through some other process to purify that. But anyway, that is a physical process. You can use a physical process to separate mixture. But you cannot separate compound and element by a physical process. Okay, so, and we already know how to make a mixture or how to separate a mixture, but there are two groups in the mixture, and homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. What is homogeneous? What is heterogeneous? Just look at the word homo, hetero. So you will know different, something same, similar, or same, something different. So homogeneous mixture have the same composition throughout. Like if I have a cup of salt water, right? I know I have water there, I have sodium chloride there, but I cannot tell the difference in the salt water. So that's a homogeneous mixture. Most of the solutions are homogeneous mixture. Salt water is an example of homogeneous mixture, is an example of solution. And or Coca-Cola. So if I have a bottle of Coca-Cola, I have a cup of Coca-Cola. So I know there is a lot of carbon dioxide. I know there water. I know there are some secret ingredients there, but I cannot tell. So it's a homogeneous mixture. And the opposite is the heterogeneous mixture, which I can see the components. Like salad dressing, I can see, okay, I like ranch salad dressing. I can see basically it's white liquid, but I can see some spice there, that spot, so particles. So, and by naked eye, if you can see by your naked eye, they have different components, then they are a heterogeneous mixture. Okay. And so far, we already learned how to classify matter, and what we will ask you to do is, if I give you example, I give you matter, you should be able to put them into the correct group. Like, let's see, this is seawater. This is seawater. Okay, so it is a homogeneous mixture or heterogeneous mixture. Just look at this. Can I see different? I know there is some substance there dissolving in the water, but I cannot see by my naked eye. So it is a homogeneous mixture. If I have a piece of leaf floating there, then that will be a homogeneous mixture. The same as this metalloid. Maybe it made from gold and aluminum, but I cannot see which part is gold, which part is aluminum. So it's a homogeneous mixture. But for these two examples, I can definitely see, okay, the pot mix and the pot mix, I can see some different component there. This is heterogeneous. And for the kicking mixing, I can see big chunks, smaller chunks. So it is a heterogeneous mixture. Okay, so you will see more of the examples even in the lab, and what you need to do is just group them into different class based on what you already learned here. Okay, I give you this map which summarize which you can be used as a easy way to tell if how to put them into the right group. For example, I give you gold. Okay, I give you a piece of gold. What you need to do is follow this map to see I should put here, here, or here, or here. Okay, or even here, here. And let's go through this. Can it be physical separate gold? No, I cannot physically separated. So if it's no, then you go to pure substance. Can it be decomposed chemically? No, I don't think so. I can decompose gold like I can decompose decompose water, right? So but cannot decompose gold. So then it is an element. Does it conduct electricity? If yes, then it go to metal, right? Gold is a piece of metal. It can conduct electricity, but good or not. And anything you can use this map to put them into the any matter, you can put them into their right group. Okay, so this video we will stop here, and we already learned how to classify matter and what's the difference between pure substance and mixture, what's the difference between element and compound, what's the difference between metal and non-metal. Hopefully you can do all the activity related to the classification of matter.